An attacker who fatally knifed several people in a Sydney mall was shot dead by police in Sydney's beachside suburb of Bondi on Saturday, police said, as hundreds fled the scene. Reese Colmenares, an eyewitness who hid in a hardware store with 20 others, said she saw a baby wing taken to an ambulance.
Oh, the mother was terrified. People were coming out and screaming, like stabbing.
According to the police, the assailant was shot by a police officer after he attacked shoppers in the busy Westfield Bondi Junction shopping centre. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese.
It would appear that this person has acted alone. The motives are not known yet. For all of us tonight, the devastating scenes at Bondi Junction are beyond words or understanding.
Emergency services were called to the mall just before 4 p.m. local time after the stabbing reports.
It looked like that he was on the killing spree on this side, because when we come downstairs, there was another 2 bodies near the wedding shop inside. It looked like they must have been stabbed.
2 other witnesses taking shelter in a jewellery store told Reuters they heard shots fired and said they saw a woman lying on the ground. Several others, including a child, were taken to hospital, according to an ambulance spokesperson. New South Wales Police Commissioner Karen Webb.
We know a little bit about this person, but as I said, we're waiting to confirm his identification. If in fact it is the person that we believe it is, then we don't have fears for that person holding an ideation. In other words, that it's not a terrorism incident.
Australia has some of the world's toughest gun and knife laws, and attacks such as the one on Saturday are rare.
I saw a lot of people running from the food court towards like Kmart side. And yeah, after that I was like wondering what happened. I was confused, what's very good, should I run or is this a prank or something, because there was no security alarms or anything going on. And I decided to say, and after a few minutes I saw like a guy with a knife running and chasing people. And as he walked just past beside me, I heard 2 or 3 gunshots, and the guy was neutralized, and that was it, to be honest. There were like people around, we were like terrified, like some old ladies, and I just helped them to get inside the safe place inside the cafe. He was running that way, but he got shot and he probably tried to run the opposite way, and he fell face down to the opposite way. And after that, the police officer were just trying to help him, like pressing the chest to recover him. I still think seeing this incident happen is just one person. You can't blame everyone, but I still think Sydney is like a safe place. And yeah, I'd never imagined like this could happen, like especially in like Bondi, Westfields with all the security and stuff.
Exactly when I'm stepping into that gate there, at the door, and people were coming out and screaming, like stabbing. So we were here, so we didn't go in, and then we were all here. No, I was there, and the people were running, the people from outside. So we run all the way there, and we hide in meter 10, and they close and they they let us in, and they closed the doors of their shops. We were like 20 people there. baby in the stretcher going into the ambulance, and now I know it's a 9-month-old with a bandage on the arm and in the belly, and he was like not awake. Maybe he was, I don't know, he was not awake.
Looks like some detectives amongst the group as well. Yeah, and families, eh?
Well, he looks like a girl. She looks like a girl. Yeah.
And the mother? How was the mother?
Oh, the mother was terrified. The mother was sad, just holding, like, comforting the baby.
Profile picture on WhatsApp. You're still with a 10 mic. Oh, we used to work together.
I was coming home on the bus, and just we were coming around the corner. I saw a fellow in a green and yellow t-shirt, and he was going that way. But then I saw him go the other way, and I heard people yelling and screaming, running. So I said, okay, there must be something going on. So I saw the yellow, blinded copper. So I saw her, and I followed her all the way upstairs, up near there, and I followed her. And just as we got to around the corner, because I saw them coming, just as we were coming around the corner, there he was. He just come in and just started floating towards us, and all I heard was put it down. And then she shot him, but we were not. If she didn't shoot him, well, he would have kept going. He was on the rampage. He was on the bloody rampage. And then she walked over and was giving him CPR. So, and they had a nice big blade on him. So she chucked the knife away, and yeah. He looked like that he was on the killing spree on this side, because when we come downstairs, there was another 2 bodies near the wedding shop inside. Looked like they must have been stabbed. Just inside, one looked like a female and a male, but I don't know how many more was in the shop. But yeah, I don't know how many more. And I just wish it was. I hope there was no kids involved or anything like that. But yeah,
I saw people running, like, quite clearly in one direction, and behind them was a man with a knife running towards different people. He was running up to them, or trying to, I don't know what he was doing. But then we went into the gym, because I was right outside that, and we're trying to close the doors to the gym when we heard the gunshots, which I understand now were the police, but at the time we didn't know that. So I think, it's something you see about overseas. You are grateful we don't go through this in Australia. And I think a knife is one thing when it's a floor away from you and you can see it and it's not an immediate danger, but gunshots are a completely different thing, right? Because you don't know where they're coming from. They can get you from a distance, and so I think it is that certainly panicked everyone, and I think we all just raced back into the gym at the time being like, what's going on here?
Marcus, they want to do another hit. Do you want to do it here? Terrorism, yeah. The witnesses that I spoke to, they didn't get any sense of it was terrorism. Let me see if I can find out. Yeah, okay.
They just said, run, 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 someone's being stabbed. And so we were inside Dior, they closed the doors, and we saw the guy come up the escalators, green shirt, I think shorts, with a big black knife in his hand. And just really calmly, he was just walking like he was having an ice cream in the park, you know. And then he went up the escalators at Zara, and then probably within about a minute we heard 3 gunshots, and that was it. We're all right. We're just grateful because, like, literally 2 minutes before that, we were sitting right where it happened, where the First Lady got stabbed. So, And I don't know, apparently she didn't, I don't know how she is, but yeah.
Everyone move back! Everyone please move back!
Yes. And then I saw a woman lying on the floor in Chanel, so I didn't see him properly, I was running, but it was insane, it was insanity, I wasn't expecting it.
That's about it. I don't know, some guy running around stabbing people seems pretty random, probably a terrorist attack.
And we were just looking, somebody was injured down there, we were just looking because everyone was looking to see what was going on. Then we saw all these people running towards us, and then we heard a shot, and my husband dragged us into the Adair's shop, and then we got the lady there trying to lock the doors, and then she couldn't lock the front door, so we went in the office, which was all locked, and then we were in there until the police came to get us.
Thank you so much. You okay? Sorry, everyone move back! Thank you. Thank you.